Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's 7:15. Shift into gratitude. Always, 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 always. Okay, so the reason I bring this up, I had to read the title because I almost forgot. The reason I bring this up, it's Canadian Thanksgiving today, so happy Thanksgiving. I know that there are mixed feelings around Thanksgiving, and people have different beliefs. Some people don't care. Some people are anti-celebrating it. Some people, like whatever, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing, it doesn't matter. The point of what I want to talk about is it is helpful to have days that trigger you into doing things that you may let slide, like Thanksgiving, and focusing on being thankful and showing gratitude. Like Valentine's Day, for showing love to your loved ones if you're too busy, or if it's something that's like it's just a day to help bring it up to the forefront. I mean, let's not get into what else goes on with materialism and all that stuff. Like that's not the topic of discussion today. We're not going to go down that path, even though I love my tangents and I could very easily go down that path, but we're going to talk about gratitude anyways. Regardless, sorry. So shifting into gratitude. Okay, so you used to, and it's something that you should be great. You should be practicing. But I'm going to tell my personal story, my personal perspective. But when I first started, I don't know when I first started, started leaning into gratitude, or started to hear about how, you should be, I don't know how to say it. But I remember a shift where I actually started to focus more consciously. I guess that's a better way to say it. I started to focus more consciously on being grateful for the things that I have. And I think actually, no, it's coming together. My brain had a little glitch there, but it's coming together. I think that it was actually during my, a really a down moment during my spiritual awakening, which is still ongoing. It's always ongoing, it seems. It doesn't stop. It's still pretty new for me though. So I'm probably still at the very beginning. But I remember there were some downtimes, and I felt like I was going crazy. My energy healing, those gifts were expanding, my consciousness was expanding, all this crazy stuff. I felt like I was going crazy, but I would have these moments where you'd feel like you're breaking down and crying, and I would just have to, literally I would start telling myself, okay, I'm so grateful for this experience. I'm so grateful for this experience. It's just helping me clear out my whatever I had to convince myself of, and it was that's where I remember starting consciously to say out loud what I was grateful for, to help me pull out of these negative places, these dark places that it felt like that I was in. And it helped. It didn't help right away. At first it felt really stupid. I'm not gonna lie, it felt really stupid. And I would point out to things, and I would be like, I'm so grateful for this, and I'd be like, oh, so dumb. This is everything feels like it's falling apart. Why am I grateful for this cup of coffee? Why am I grateful for this cup of coffee? Fuck the cup of coffee. That's what it really felt like. That's honestly what it felt like. Things have changed though. Things have changed, and now I'm in this place where I actually have this feeling of gratitude for things like my cup of coffee. I sit there and I really enjoy it. I sit and I hold it, and it's warm, and it's just this wonderful feeling of feeling grateful that I have this 5 minutes to sit, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes less, sometimes no time at all, but at least to be able to hold this hot cup of coffee that many people don't have, right? Another is something that I want to talk about that can also become sort of a trap, and so many things I want to talk about. Number one, find things to be grateful for in every single fucking moment, no matter what's going on, no matter what is going on. Find things to be grateful for, and if it feels like you're faking it, like it feels stupid or whatever, and you're just still in those down moments, just don't worry, just keep doing it. It gets better, and you start to have these genuine feelings of thankfulness because you pull out of those dark places, and then you still have those things to be thankful for that were always there during those dark times, and you really, you start to appreciate those things. And this is kind of there are a few side tangents I want to go on, but first there's that, of course. But also don't go down the path of feeling guilty. Don't go down the path of feeling guilty, because it's also very easy to start comparing yourself when you say I'm so thankful for for this roof over my head, because I know that there's so many people in the world that don't have shelter, they don't have clean drinking water, they don't have these things. When you're feeling grateful for those things, you can, or anything really, you can start to feel guilty that you do have these things, right? And honestly, you can't do that. What you need to remember from a spiritual perspective, or from my perspective, I don't know, but everybody is basically here having a human experience, and from a completely different perspective. We are all the same, we're just having a different experience from a different perspective. And you can't feel guilty for having what you have, and for having experienced life the way you experience, for being brought into the world, into the family you were brought into that caused, like, whatever. You can't feel guilty for that. It is literally just what it is. But what you can do is be thankful, be grateful for what you do have, for everything that you do have, and find ways that you can give back in a meaningful way. Find ways that you can give back in a meaningful way. You don't have to feel guilty. You just have to be thankful. Be thankful, be grateful, and then give back. Find ways that you can give back in other ways that you can help others. And it doesn't have to be like, I'm going to sell all my stuff and move to the mountains. And, you know, like, it doesn't have to be something extreme. You can just find other ways that whatever you're naturally good at will benefit people, and then just continue to be grateful for everything that you do have and everything that you're experiencing from the perspective that you're experiencing it, right? The other thing about gratitude as well, especially like if you're thinking about those dips where you're struggling, where you're in a mental and emotional, like, not so great place, it allows you to kind of analyze your priorities. It allows you to analyze your priorities, right? I mean, if you're, let's say you're driving to work, you're stuck in rush hour traffic, and you're sitting there's traffic, there's car accidents, like, you know that you have this thing that you have to do, and like your boss is going to ream you out if you're late, and like whatever. And you're sitting there, you're like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I have a job to go to, because this job pays my bills and it puts a roof over my head, right? If you're in this cycle and you're kind of analyzing that, and you're stuck in traffic, and you're like, oh, but I really hate this traffic, and you might start to say to yourself, I really wish that I had a different type of job, because that's the thing about jobs. You're grateful for a job that pays the bills, that takes care of your family, but the job can change. You can be grateful for that, absolutely, but it can also put things in perspective, because what actually is important to you in that sentence, it's not the job that pays the bills. Fuck the bills. No, bills aren't important to anybody. It's that your family's taken care of. Can you take care of your family in a different way, where maybe you're not stuck in rush hour traffic commuting to a job where you're away from them all the time, right? There's options. So you need to analyze your priorities, but always go with gratitude. Enjoy every single little moment. And this is the other thing. You don't need these big days to spend being thankful and grateful, and you don't need to do all these big ceremonial things. You can literally just have those moments throughout your day. And when you start to have those moments throughout your day all the time, it becomes smoother, and you start to feel it, and things start to flow. They really do start to flow when you really say, I am super, super grateful, because maybe right now you are still stuck in traffic, and you can still find that feeling of gratitude and not be frustrated. Meditate. That's going to help with the frustration. Definitely go meditate if you're stuck in rush hour traffic. Not in traffic, but like if you regularly get stuck in traffic, go meditate before you go get stuck in traffic. You know what I'm saying. Now I totally lost track of what I was saying. Right, you can still be grateful. That's what I was saying. You can still be grateful for having that job that pays the bills, that takes care of your family. You can still be grateful, but you can also start to massage your life, start to do things and take actions in ways that will build a different type of life, that will allow you to still take care of your family, but experience life differently, you know? Priorities. Analyze yourself. Figure your own shit out. That's all I'm here to say. Figure your own shit out. I don't actually give you any direction. I just tell you to figure your own shit out, and that's all you really can do. You have to go within yourself, and only you will ever have the answers. That's it. Shift into gratitude always. You don't need a day, but today is a great day to bring it up and remind you to do it. And if you haven't been, if you're now watching this video and you're like, now I can't celebrate Thanksgiving, go celebrate Thanksgiving. If you want to celebrate Thanksgiving, go do it. Go live your life. Literally, that's what it is. You are here experiencing life for you and nobody else. You don't have to follow my rules. You don't have to follow anybody's fucking rules. You can do whatever you want. Go celebrate Thanksgiving if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to celebrate Thanksgiving, cool. That's fine. If you want to go rage against the machine a little bit, go have fun. Yeah, just do it up. Do what resonates with you and what you're meant to do. That's all you can ever do. Cool. I'm gonna go work out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go work out because self-care is a priority for me because I like to feel good. I don't like to feel like shit. And my muscles are in a good place. I'm gonna rest a little bit in between lifting days, and I'm ready to go lift some more stuff. So cool. I don't know. I'm talking about randomness. I'm thankful for my fitness journey. I'm very grateful for my fitness journey. Although I started off very desperately wanting to be skinny and look a different way, and I absolutely hated everything about myself. I'm thankful that it took me on the path that it did, because it literally, like, oh, I'm gonna start crying. But it's completely changed my life mentally, emotionally, anxiety, like depression, all this stuff, even though it still comes up every now and then. Oh, fuck. I feel so much better. Now I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later.